one, we'll stand nice and tall. We're going to do a knee drive up. Pull the knee up towards your chest and alternate side to side. Try to really balance on the down leg, squeeze the glute, and lean back. Really pull that leg up so you get the hamstring and the hip. We'll go 5 more. Last one. And reach back, grab the foot on the back side, and then you're gonna lengthen and reach with the opposite side. So you're kind of grabbing the ankle or the foot and then kicking the knee out away from you so you get this front hip. And then you can kind of use the opposite arm to balance, reach, and alternate. When you're pulling the leg back, think about squeezing the glute of that side. That's going to only further lengthen, excuse me, the front side. 5 more. Last one. Good. Okay, wide stance with the feet. Let's come all the way down and pause and twist. Get that nice rotation. Stay low in the squat. Press the knee out. Turn the head neck all the way so you can look up. Oh my gosh, it's so windy. Uh-oh. If I lose you, I apologize in advance. The weather is really stormy today. Twist and reach. Last one. All right. Now from here, you're going to go both arms up. Stand up and squeeze. Bring it down. 10. Touch. Pause, reach. All the way up. Three. Last one. Nice. Okay, let's go into our walkouts. Start feet together, about hip width apart. Nice forward fold. Pause here for a moment. Allow that upper body to hang. Release the head and neck. And then grab with your right arm or hand, grab your left ankle and twist up. Okay, you should feel a stretch all along your right side arm and then up into the head neck. Switch sides. Hands on the ground, walk it out to plank. Shoulders down, squeeze the core here. Stay for a moment. Start activating the core, getting the glutes on, and then go ahead and bring the right foot up to the outside of the right hand. Back leg straight, knee out to the side and twist. Leg back, squeeze the glutes first, get that plank firing up. Inner thigh, squeeze together, shoulders round them down, and left leg up. Twist. Arm back, leg back, squeeze first, then hips up, walk it back. Bring yourself to a half lift, flat back, feel that hamstring stretch, and then forward fold, we're gonna go again. Right hand to left ankle, twist up. Maybe bring your other arm straight up in the air and reach. One more breath and switch. Hands down, walk it out. Squeeze the glutes and core first, bring the right leg. This round, we're going to do our regular twist towards the knee, then place the right hand on the inside of the foot and twist the other direction. Okay, this is hard for balance. Shoulders down, lengthen, long limbs, switch legs, leg back, glutes, core, switch, towards the knee, rotate. Left hand down, right on the inside of the left foot, and twist the other way. Leg back, squeeze first, hips up, walk it back. Now just dangle here for a moment, grab your arms behind and rinse the shoulders, pulling up towards the sky. Allow the head to relax. And go ahead and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Big shoulder shrug at the top. Okay, last one is going to be frog legs. So come on down to the mat. Knees really, really wide. Okay, you're going to bring your forearms down, and then you're just going to shift your body weight forward and back. So you're getting that external rotation of the hip, core tight, and challenge yourself to how low to the ground you can go. We're going to do this for 30 seconds, so just find a good pace to move forward and back. Your feet can remain together, or if you want more of a challenge, you can bring them out to the sides with your toes out. That's even deeper of a stretch. Can't even bring my hips down that way. 5 seconds. All right, bring your knees together and come on up. First exercise of the set is going to be a pull over, so grab your lighter or medium size weight for this one. Today's pullover is going to also include a hip bridge, so 2 separate exercises that we're going to put together. So what that's going to look like, you can grab your kettlebell, lay flat on your back. My thumbs are through the sides of the handles here, and I'm cupping the ball with my palms. Okay, so from here, we're going to hip bridge up. Pause there, keep the hips high, squeeze the glutes and the core, and then that weight's going to come overhead. Bring it back, and then hips down. Okay, we're going to do 15 of those. So you'll lift up, squeeze the glutes, reach overhead, resist. A little bit of a different angle than when our hips stay flat on the ground. Really squeeze the triceps when the weight is directly over your chest, backs of your arms. Halfway. Keep breathing. Big lift, squeeze the glutes. Keep the hips high when you move the arms. Last 3 for me. Now, hips stay down, weight stays high. You're going to do 15 presses. Bring the elbows close to body and squeeze up. Close to body. This is a narrow press, so your triceps will work a little more than your chest. Second set, I'll probably move up in weight. It was a good first kind of warm up. Control that weight all the way down to the floor. Drive it up. Everything that's touching the ground, you're still pushing away from gravity. 2. Last one for me. And rest, weight to the side. All right, we're going to make our way standing. Next, we're going into a sumo squat. So for this one, for first set, if you want to start with a medium weight, or if you're feeling ambitious and warmed up and you want to go for something heavier, that works too. Okay, so sumo style is very, very wide. Toes are out. And today we're just going to hold the bell in the center low for this set, okay? So hands on the side of the bell. You're almost breaking that bell in half, so you're creating tension with the upper body. And the weight is right between my ankles here, and it's going to stay close to me the whole time as I come all the way up and all the way back down. See if you can touch the ground. 15. Squeeze the inner thighs on the way up and really push the whole foot into the ground. Pull yourself down, push yourself away, everything with control. Breathe. 3, 2. Last one. And rest. Very nice. Okay. Next, we're going to go into a clean. We were working on this with the dumbbells prior. For today, we'll use the single kettlebell. So you'll start with your hands directly on the top flat part of the bell. And as you come up for the clean, you're going to shift your hands to the outer edge of the bell and kind of lock in your elbows and catch. So it's going to look like this. So you'll start nice and low. My hands are right on top. I'm going to come up with power and catch at the top with my elbows. And this is like a double racked position. So my elbows are down, my shoulders are back, and then I can go down from there. Right between my hips, I'm on top of the bell. Bring it in, pull it back, and back down. The key is to think about path of the bell. You want it to stay in a straight line from ground to your ending position up top, okay? We're gonna do 15. And the goal truly for a clean is to get the weight from the ground to the rack position with as much power and speed as possible. So the way down, you can go slow and controlled. The way up should be power and speed, thinking in the terms of the bell, okay? 15, here we go. Hands on top. Push your feet into the mat and powerful breath. Back down all the way. Catch it. Squeeze those arms. So your hands are sliding to the side and back to the top with each rep. Five more. Shoulders back at the top. Core tight. Last one. And rest. Yes. Okay. The next one we're going to do is the elevated push-up. If push-ups are already challenging for you, you can do these on your knees, but I'll show you that way first. So what we're going to do is with your heavy bell or maybe a dumbbell, you'll have the handle, that's one side. Other arm will be on the ground. So you're going to be a little bit off kilter here. When you come up and you keep your knees down for this push-up, so I'm coming down. When I get to the top, I'm going to lift this arm up and solely balance on the bell. Now that's tricky, right? This can totally fall over. So you have to keep that bell in the right position to ensure that you're not going to push it over when you do that. And you're going to feel a lot of strength through your core. So let me show you a couple more reps before you give it a try. Shoulders down. My elbows are going to go out to the sides, pulling myself into it. Exhale, coming up, feeling strong, and then pulling this arm up to tap my shoulder and back down again. Okay, so we'll do 5 on each arm. So we'll do 5 reps, and then we'll switch the kettlebell over. If you're doing the full push-up, Tony, you can go into that full push-up, and you're going to do the same exact thing. Maybe wide stance for the feet. Okay, you're going to pull yourself into it and balance at the top in that 3 kind of triangle looking plank. Okay, you guys got that? When you're ready, go your own pace, 5 on each side, okay? I'm going to mix it up and do a little bit of both. Really squeeze your core and your glutes at the top so you have good balance. Get your legs involved, squeeze the glutes. And switch when you're ready to the other side. Right into it when you're ready. Strong wrist, shoulders down. Pull yourself into it. Big push. 2. Last one. And rest. It's pretty challenging. Hopefully that was okay for you guys. The important part, like I said, finding that balancing point, using your core so you're not shifting too much through the hips. Okay, come on back to the very first one, which was the pullover with the hip bridge. This round I'm going to use a 12K, so if you want to go up from the first set, now would be a good time. And also, if you do have a big dumbbell at home, grabbing the ends can act the same as grabbing, the two sides of this. So, all right. 12 to 15. If at 12 you can do a few more, go for it. So you're going to push away, hips up, reach overhead, pull it back, hips down, squeezing the triceps and the lats. Keep the height of the hips as you reach the arms overhead. Three more for me. Big squeeze. Here we go. All right. Back to center, hips down, elbows close to body, narrow press. Squeeze your pecs, everything towards the midline, and don't forget about those triceps. Press your low back into the mat, and your feet too. 5 more. And rest. Make your way to standing. Next is the Sumo Squat. Good job. All right. Wide stance, power stance, toes out like a sumo wrestler. Don't forget, that bell stays right between your feet during this whole set. Knees out wide, core tight, shoulders back. Squeeze it up, inner thigh, 15. Touch the ground in between if you can. Give a nice grip on that kettlebell. Don't let it hang loose. 3, 2. Last one. And rest. Good. Shake it out. Okay. If you want to go up on the clean, now would be a good time. If you want to, or if you don't have something heavier available, you can also go into that single arm clean. So let me just show that really quick, just in case you don't have a heavy enough weight. So we also did this one with dumbbells before. Whatever side you're going to go on, the weight's going to be close to that ankle. And from here, you're coming up strong to the racked position. Okay? It's the same concept. You're zipping up straight line and then locking it in with the elbow down and the lat squeezed. I'm going to use the single bell. Okay? Here we go. Start with your hands on top, low knee bend. Power and speed. Lock it in and back down. Find that sticking point. Squeeze all your muscles. Powerful breath. Exhale on the way up. I got 2 more. And rest. Yes. Catch your breath. We're going back to the challenging push-ups here. The bigger bells are nice for this one too because they're less likely to tip over. Okay, so we're doing 5 on each side once again. Whatever side you want to start with is fine with me. And then, I think I mentioned this last class, but the kettlebell is awesome because as opposed to putting your hand down on the floor for a push-up, that's like a lot of stress on the wrist here. When you have your hand up and you're able to keep the wrist strong and neutral, that usually feels a little bit better in the long run. Now, the other part of that is we're using this and we're going way deeper on the push-up than if we were just doing it on the ground. So you've got more range of motion deeper into that shoulder push or chest push, I should say. All right, here we go. I'm gonna brave the full push-up. I haven't done these in a while. Get a nice angle on that kettlebell. Get your nice starting position. Feet wide if you're going full plank, and here we go. Yes. Oh my gosh, I used to do those like it was nothing. Switch sides. Same thing. Full plank or maybe on the knees. Shoulders down. Get your proper starting position. Make sure you have good balance, and here we go. Strong core. And rest. Good. Full rest. Take your time. Little sip. We got 1 more round. Whew. That one is tough. Single side strength. You got to keep coordination and balance. It's hard to do the mic on. We have 20 seconds till we start again. So just breathe, let that settle in. Make this 3rd set your best set so far. Try to push yourself as far as your range of motion and how deep into things you go. If you have a bench at home too, the pullover is kind of fun to do off the edge of the bench. All right, I'm gonna stick with my 12 for this one. Go ahead and grab the sides, roll it back. If you want more of a challenge, you can go into a single leg bridge here. I'm gonna stay right where it is since I'm using a little bit heavier weight on top. Press away, hips go up, weight goes overhead. Pull it back, squeeze the elbows, and down. 15. Really resist as that weight goes overhead. Squeeze the glutes together. Last one for me. Whew. And rest, hips stay down. Make sure you have a good grip on the bell. Narrow press. Push the low back into the mat. Elbows come all the way down, all the way up. Big squeeze. Core involved, even though you're laying down. 5, 2, and 1. Rest. All right. Good job. Sumo squat. If your weight is not heavy enough and you want to try more, go ahead and carry a kettlebell or a dumbbell in both hands to make it heavier for yourself. Mine is totally good at 1. Just make sure once the weight is separate, you're still moving nice and even through the movement. Okay. Bell in the center, toes out. Nice external rotation. Check your posture before you begin. Pull the ribs down. Tuck your pelvis under so you can get the lower abdominals. Pull the shoulders back. And then go ahead and meet the bell. Tension, big squeeze. 15 reps, nice and slow. Control it. 3. And rest. Awesome job. Okay. The power clean is next. Once again, you have the option of doing one weight or single arm. You could even potentially, like we did for dumbbells, do both arms at the same time with 2 different weights if you want to. I'm going to go single weight. For this one, it doesn't have to be a sumo stance. You can go a lot more narrow, toes forward, or just a slight turnout. Here we go. Grab the top, brace the core, straight line, straight up. Lock it in. Full hip extension. There should be no knee bend at the top. Five. Last one. And rest. Yes. Catch your breath. Last set of the tricky push-ups. You could also mix this up with like a step or something. If the bell is discouraging or mentally like you're too scared to go up like that, you can always just grab like a stack of books or a little stool or a step and do this on there. Okay. 5 on each. I'm going to start on my harder side for this last round. Get your nice starting position. Core tight. Get the feet right, straight legs, and control it all the way down. Exhale up. Break that arm. And switch. Whew, that one got my heart rate up. A few seconds rest in between. You'll also notice your body wants to twist a lot during this. Ideally, you want to resist that twist and try not to let that happen, all through strength in your core. Here we go, last 5. Ready? Find your starting position, squeeze the glutes, and lower down. And rest. I hope you guys survived that one. Good job. Catch your breath. And then we're going to go into our next round. It's just 3 exercises. We're doing great for time. The 3 exercises, one is going to be a single leg deadlift with a row. So similar to how we did the first one with the bridge and the pullover, we're doing 2 things at once here. Then we're going to do side plank lifts, hitting those obliques. Tony, I think last time you really felt that one. And then lastly, kettlebell swings. So to start, I'm going to go with my 8K. Okay, this is 17 pounds. And I'm just going to hold a single side load. The leg that's on the same side as the weight, that's the leg that's going to move. So I'm starting nice and tall. I can use my opposite arm for balance. I'm going to hinge back into that deadlift form. I'm going to pause at the bottom. My back leg is straight. I'm going to row, and then I'm going to come up strong. Okay, we've been working on this for weeks, so you guys should have pretty decent balance here. Shoulder stays back the whole time. And if you feel confident, you can do this without putting that toe down. Okay, so maybe start with the toe down and then work your way into using it less and less. We'll just do 10 reps on each side. Here we go. Hinge at the waist, flat back, big pull, come up strong. Use that standing leg. That's where all the strength is coming from. Upper body should be pretty parallel to the ground when you go for that row. You want to pull directly against gravity in as bent over as a position as possible. Pull that belly in. Last one. Maybe one more if you got tripped up. Catch your breath, switch sides. Second side will probably be a little bit harder. My right leg is always a little harder, but you got that counterbalance with the weight in the opposite arm. Here we go. Hinge, pause, row, come up strong. Reach, pause, row. Use the breath. Come all the way to standing at the top. Halfway. Two. Last one. And rest. Glutes should be on fire there. All right. Catch your breath. Down to the mat. We're going side plank lifts for the first round. 15 on each side. You're stacking the feet. Heels together, ankles together, toes up towards the shin. And then elbow, hip, and feet all in a straight. Make sure your elbow's pretty close to you so that when you push up, it's right beneath the shoulder. You can use this arm if you need. You're just going to lift and down. Five more. Get that height. Last one. And switch. Whew. Line it up. Stack the feet, toes flexed. Straight line, shoulder down. Protect the shoulder with the lat. And here we go. Lift up. Legs stay straight. Open the chest. Try not to collapse. 3. Last one. and rest. Whew. Yes. All right. If anything, over these last few weeks, you should really start feeling your lateral body strength. Okay, come on up to standing. Let's review the form of the swing. This is the last exercise of our set. I would say you can start with a light or medium weight. Sometimes more weight on this one ends up helping the form. But make sure you're comfortable with the form before you move up. Okay, so what we did last week, wide stance, toes slightly rotated out, just a little bit, enough for your knees not to get in the way of this kettlebell so you don't accidentally hit yourself, okay? We're gonna start in that hike back position, which means the bell is kind of out in front, arms are extended, and you tilt it right on the side. Now from here, shoulders are down, pull the belly in, and let's do 5 hike backs right through the thighs and then back out. Reset each time, so set the bell down again, hike it back. You shouldn't really change height with your body, just the bell really is moving. Okay, on this last one, we're gonna come up, all the way up. Halfway, shoulders are back, hands are kind of loose at the top, should feel weightless before you pull it back. 10 more, wherever you're at. Little bend in the elbow, but not too much. Two, last one, and rest. Awesome job, guys. The next set, I'm gonna actually stop and watch you so I can give you direct feedback, just in case there's anything going on. But rest for a moment. The only other like super common mistake I see with the bell, with the swing, I mean, is this hyperextension. So be mindful at the top, when you're getting to the highest point, which should be chest height or below, really. Okay, and you're about to pull it back, make sure you don't hyperextend and lean. You don't need to do that. Just stop yourself here using the glutes and then release yourself back, bringing your hands back through. Okay. Let's move back to the single leg deadlift with the row. Your choice for weight, I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna keep it in the single arm. Whatever side the weight is on, that's the leg that's gonna go back. Don't forget, you can come to foot toe up or just keep using the toe for balance. Hips forward, squeeze the glutes, shift your weight onto that single side, and here we go. Reach, row at the bottom, come up strong. Keep your hips very square towards the ground. 10 on each. Use your breath, especially on the way up, to tighten everything in. Two more for me. Reach, row, really pull that shoulder back. And rest. Ooh. Yeah, that standing leg glute. Feel that booty. Catch your breath, lower that heart rate for a second, and then go ahead and shift to the other side. The other thing in mind that you should think about is right at the bottom, when you're gonna go for that row, the weight should be super close to your standing leg ankle. That way, you're in line, you can keep your hips in line, and you can keep your upper body square, which will give you that balance point before coming up, okay? When you're ready, go ahead, pick up your weight, shoulder back, shift the weight to the standing leg. Feel free to use the opposite side for balance, and go for it. Reach, row, come up strong. It's a hinge in the hip. Halfway. All the way up and rest. Whew. That one is tough. Hopefully you find your balance is doing pretty good. Okay, side plank. Come on back down. This round, we're gonna add a rotation. So we'll leave our hips up the whole time. I mean, feel free, if you love that one, do it again. But we're gonna add a little twist if you'd like. Same setup. Stack the ankles. Hips and elbow are all in a line. You're gonna lift up and hold. Top arm is gonna come down. See if you can get your elbow to the ground and then back up. So it's a little twist, crunch, back up. My hips are up the whole time. 10 crunches. Move with control, go slow. 3. Last one. And switch. Yes. Roll it over. Other side. Try not to crunch into that bottom shoulder. It's very tempting. You have to keep pushing, pushing, pushing away the whole time. Here we go. Stack the feet. Line yourself up. Big lift. Arm up. Elbow all the way down to touch. And all the way up. Squeeze the bottom glute. Three more. And rest. All right. Catch your breath. Beautiful work. And then come back to standing. I'm just going to watch you guys do your swings this round. I want to see what that's looking like. Okay. So, Mom, can you scoot over? And Tony, scoot over so I could see you. And then Nay, scoot forward just a tiny bit so I could see you. Boom, right there. Okay, get in your starting position, guys. Ready for the hike back. Really flat back, shoulders down. Hike back position, Nay. Weight on the ground out in front of you. There we go. Okay, 5 hikes first. Ready, sit, hike. Good, and then back to start. Good. Yes. Spread those collarbones apart so your shoulders are down. Yes, that's it, guys. 2. Last one, go into the swing. Pop. Yes. Beautiful. Control that weight. Good. Good. Keep it close to crotch. And Mom and Tony, probably a tiny bit less knee bend, a little more in the hips, shifting back. So you feel those hamstrings stretch in between. Nay, great job. Keep it up. Here we go. 10. Yes, that's it, guys. Now you feel that power. Good. All the way up. Squeeze the booty. 2. Last one. And rest. Yes. Okay, that's looking really good. Thank you. Very nice. You want to find that rhythm where literally you use your exhale to press the bell up, and on the way back down, inhale and kind of reload to then push it forward again with explosive power. Okay, we got one more round of the set. So go ahead and I'm going to use that same size. Single leg, deadlift, and row. 10 minutes, guys. You're doing so good today. All right. I'm going to start with my harder side. Shoulder back. Tighten it up. Shift the weight to that opposite leg. And here we go. Hinge it forward. Big row at the bottom. Come up strong. Squeeze. Hinge. Nice. Really pull the weighted arm back the whole time. Challenge yourself if you can. Less weight on the back leg, more on the front. Yes, Nate, good balance. Little more chest open at the bottom so your upper back is flat. Perfect. That's it. And switch when you're ready. Good job, guys. Whew. Spread the collarbones. So what I'm meaning by that, when I say spread the collarbones or open up the chest, it's this. At the bottom, it can get easy to kind of default into this slightly, it's so slight, but it makes a big difference, slight rounding. So what you do is you pull away, opening up the chest, and you can use this opposite arm to kind of help you with that, pulling away as you row, and then leading with your chest when you come up, okay? Here we go, last 10. Find your balancing point, shift the weight, core tight. That's it, guys, nice. Really load up that standing leg glute. You can bend the knee as much as you need, but also reach the hip way towards the wall behind you. Chest comes down, nice and parallel with the ground. Eyes can come down too. Look right at your foot. 3 more for me. Hips square. Here we go. And rest. Yes. Catch your breath. Beautiful job. Make it back down. Last version of the side plank. Once again, totally up to you. I'm going to do 10 leg raises. This is very challenging, but I think you guys all can do this. So you're going to hold that side body plank. If you need to, use your top arm to push into the ground. Okay? So if you want to start here and use this arm to support you and then lift that leg. Okay? Or if you're not feeling that, feel free to just do the lift or the rotation. Your choice. Here we go. About 10 to 15 of each, okay? Nice, Mom. Good adjustment with the knee down. I like that. This hurts. And switch. Oh my gosh. My legs almost feel stuck together like it's not supposed to do that. I don't know how yoga people do it. Okay. Yes. Make sure you're in a straight line. Big lift. Here we go. Oh, this side's easier. Deep breaths. You got it. Pull and rest. Woo. Nice, guys. Okay. Perfect time. We have 5 minutes left. Let's do 2 rounds of swings, okay? We'll do each round for 25 reps. Grab whatever size weight you're ready for. I'll do the second set with you. I'll watch the first set again, and then we'll pump out that final set together. Okay, so find your starting position. Take a moment if you need it. Okay, this time we don't need to practice the hike backs. You guys got it. Just go right from that starting position on the ground, straight up into the swing once you reach it back. Careful, Rio. Okay, flatten out. Feel that hamstring stretch. If you do not feel your hamstrings right now, lift your ass higher in the air. That's it. Ready, set, and go for it. Reach and pop. Reach and pop. Nice. Find your speed. That feels good. Match your breath. Beautiful form, guys. Yes. Reach. The reason the bell is coming up is because of the hips. Not because of the weight, but because of your hips driving forward. Yes. I'm not counting. Keep it going. Estimate around 25. Yes. Shoulders back. Here we go. my gosh, you guys look great. Yeah, good. And rest. Yes, guys. Beautiful swings. I hope it feels as good as it looks. Form is looking legit. I see you, Nay. Stand up tall. A little cardio for you on a Monday. Strength and cardio together is power. Okay, this is it. Last one of the day. I'm going to do it with you. I'm going for the Big Daddy. 25 in a row. Find that steady pace where it's not too fast, where you're out of control, but you're not going slow. You've got a nice dynamic kind of feel, okay? Here we go. Weight out in front. Get your starting stance. Tilt the kettlebell. Hips up so you can feel the hamstrings. And here we go. Reach it back. Big pop. Keep it up. Let's go. Squeeze the booty. 3, 2, 1. And bring it down. And rest. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So for any given workout, I would do about 100 swings or more. So today we did 4 sets, right? So we did approximately about 100. Sometimes you can challenge yourself and do more. Like I once did a month-long challenge where we did 100 the first week, 200, I don't know, something crazy like that, where by the end we were doing 500 swings a day, and that was just too much. Okay, let's come down to the mat, do a few closing stretches. We'll start with the hip. So come to seated, knees wide, hands behind you, and allow those knees side to side. I would say if you only had like 20 minutes to get a really good workout, you could grab that kettlebell and even do 1 or 2 sets of everything you learned today. Or literally you could just do swings and do intervals the whole time. That would be a lot of output, energy expenditure. 3, 2, 1. Lay it back, figure 4. Cross one ankle over the knee, and then pull that bottom leg up. So you're stretching the bent knee. Shoulders down, press your back into the mat. Great work today. Three more breaths wherever you're at. And switch. Cross it over. Grab the bottom leg. Long spine, shoulders back. Press the low back. And open up the bent knee hip. It's called your piriformis. It directly protects the knee. And when it gets tight, we're not able to use our hips and our knee joint the way we're supposed to. 10 seconds. All right, both knees together, and go ahead and drop them both to one side. Turn your upper body. The other way. I see you, Rio. One more breath. Back to center. Bring your knees up. Release side to side. Bring the legs out. Happy baby. Shift the weight side to side. This is the last one. Okay, bring your feet to the ground, knees together, and then soles of your feet are gonna press, knees drop down to the sides. So you're creating like a butterfly on the bottom. Arms are gonna go overhead. You're gonna touch your fingertips together and make a diamond shape. So your elbows are also out to the side. Close your eyes and just melt into this pose. Allow gravity to pull your knees down to the mat and your elbows. Just get really heavy for a moment. Gently open your eyes, bring your hands to your outer thighs and help your legs back up. Squeeze your knees together and then make your way to a comfortable seated positioning. Okay, so find a seat. Turn this wrap off. Okay, find a comfortable seat. There we go. I hope you guys learned something today and were able to progress over the last few weeks that we've been doing weight training together, which has been really fun and awesome, and I'm proud of all of you. Let's just come to a nice tall seat for a moment. It's only Monday. Take a few deep inhale, exhales. Arms stretch all the way up above the head. Reach towards the heavens. Up, 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 up. Palms together. Bring them to heart center. And a little bow. Namaste. Thank you guys. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. Eat something healthy for dinner. And if you haven't already, Nay, I don't think you have, Tony. Hold on. Let me just turn this off so I can hear you. Let's see.